Now let's move on to the next set of sentences. You are likely to get these type of questions also in your competitive examinations. As we had seen in the previous sentences, it can be given as fill in the blanks or just choosing the options. So my first exercise or my first sentence is a place for sick people who need long period of treatment. My options are option A, sanatorium, option B, crematorium, option C, postmortem, and option D, none of these. Coming across these four words, what is a crematorium? A crematorium is a place where we cremate, where we burn the person, burn the cadaver. Okay? So that cannot be an answer for this. Post-mortem is something which is done on a cadaver, right, on a dead person. And none of these. Whereas sanatorium means a place, just the question that is given here, okay, a place for sick people who need long period of treatment or long period of rest. So that is called a sanatorium. Let's move on to the next sentence. A person who eats human flesh. Option A, cannibal. Option B, carnival. Option C, calligrapher. And option D, carnivore. I'm going to take you through the options from option D. What's a carnivore? A carnivore can be a human or an animal. So a carnivore is one that eats all sort of flesh, not just human flesh, okay? Any sort of flesh. For example, a lion. Okay, it eats any flesh. So it is a carnivore. Calligrapher. A calligrapher is one who has an excellent handwriting. Carnival is a festival. And cannibal. Cannibal is a person who eats human flesh. So that gives us the answer as to cannibal. A person who eats human flesh is called a cannibal. The next sentence. A lady who remains unmarried. I'm going to take you through the options. Option A, bachelor. Option B, spinster. Option C, virgin. And option D, celibate. Now, a celibate refers to a person who is unmarried. It can be a man or a woman. Whereas you all know what or who a virgin is. Spinster is a lady who never got married, and bachelor refers to a man who never got married. So our question is a lady who remains unmarried. So who's a lady here? Oh, sorry, what's the lady called here? A lady who remains unmarried is called a spinster. Fourth option, or the fourth sentence. A person who knows everything. Option A, omniscient. Option B, omnipotent. Option C, omnipresent. And option D, none of these. So omnipresent is a word that is related to God, okay? Person who is present everywhere is called omnipresent. Omnipotent means unlimited power. And omniscient means knowing everything. So our question is a person who knows everything. That narrows us down to the answer omniscient. Let's move on to the last sentence. The examination of a dead body to find the cause of death. Though you know the answer for this question before I could give you the options, I'm still going to go ahead and give you the options. Autopsy, biopsy, postopsy, and none of these. Now there is no such word called postopsy. So we are going to ignore that word. Biopsy, taking a small cell or a tissue for examination is called biopsy. And autopsy, as you all know, is nothing but the examination of a dead body to find the cause or the reason for the death. I'm going to quickly take you through all the 5 sentences that we had discussed here. A place for sick people who need long period of treatment or rest is called sanatorium. Whereas crematorium is where you cremate a person. Postmortem, you all know what it is. It is nothing but your autopsy. And the next sentence, a person who eats human flesh is called a cannibal, because a carnival is a festival. A calligrapher is a person who's expert in the art of writing. And a carnivore is that which eats any flesh, not just human flesh. A lady who remains unmarried can only be a spinster because the word bachelor is referred to a man who remains unmarried, and you know who a virgin is, whereas a celibate is a common term used for both unmarried man and a woman. A person who knows everything is omniscient, whereas omnipotent means having ultimate power, And omnipresent means being present everywhere. The examination of a dead body to find the cause or the reason of death is called autopsy, because biopsy is nothing but a small tissue or a cell taken for examination, and postopsy, there is no such word called postopsy. That helps us to narrow down to the answer, autopsy.